Adrenaline in 'em, not knowing when I'm never gonna slow up in 'em, ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Master of None Aggressive Inline. Thanks for joining me again. I hate to start a video with bad news, but I did promise updates on Kush and Boo, our little kittens who were born shortly before I started the channel. Sadly, a few weeks ago, Boo contracted a feline virus that attacks the liver, and she was admitted to hospital, put on fluids, antibiotics, and sadly, she did not recover, and the vet decided she needed to be put to sleep. It was quite tough on Kush, but we are grateful that he is healthy and that he's developed such an amazing relationship with his Uncle Cheeky. So going forward in this episode, we will finish the Aggressive Inline Beginners playlist from Skamidan Skating School and Skateshop. So once again, I want to give a big thanks to Daniel for letting me use his footage for my videos. It has been a lot of fun, and I wouldn't have come as far as I have if it wasn't for him. I had a lot of difficulty finding good tutorials for complete beginners until I came across his videos. So if you are interested in learning, the links to the channel and the video I use in this episode will be in the description below. Now, I usually give an update on my last episode's progress at the beginning of each episode, but episode 5 will be an update on my progress on everything so far. So instead, a few subs have suggested showing you my skate setup, and I thought that sounded like a good idea, so here we go. So in the very beginning, I had a pair of old second-hand razors, but they were horrible, so I won't bother even showing you, but you will remember them from a few of the early clips in the half-pipe. Very quickly, I went out and bought a pair of NJ Team Aggressives made by Rollerblade from Proline Skates in Cardiff. These are the skates that you have seen me riding for most of the series. Now, I have modified this setup a couple of times, so I'll go in order. This is what they looked like when I first bought them. The stock frames that came on the skates were flat 4-wheel frames with an anti-rocker setup. This means it has 2 soft rubber wheels per frame, one in the front, one in the back that you actually ride on, and 2 center wheels that do not actually touch the ground. The 2 center wheels are called grind wheels, and as the name implies, they are for assisting with your grind, not actually for rolling on. They're made of very hard plastic, unlike the soft wheels that you do roll on. They are used to help your frame hold on to the rail or coping that you are trying to grind, providing assistance with balancing. But there are both pros and cons to an anti-rocker setup. They do assist with grinding, but at a great sacrifice to your speed, and I found this made riding in the park exhausting and effortful. So I decided to switch from the anti-rocker setup to a flat setup, so I swapped my wheels and anti-rockers out for a full set of 57mm wheels in each frame, which I got from Proline Skates in Cardiff for $13.95 each. That's $13.95 to fill each frame. And as you can see, when I put all 4 of the same sized wheels into the frames, you see that all 4 roll on the ground now. This allows your weight to be distributed over all 4 wheels, and this means that you have 8 bearings sharing the load, allowing them to spin more freely, which means that the same amount of effort will send you a lot further, a lot faster. The only issue I had with these was that these frames were made for an anti-rocker setup, so it actually made grinding on any coping impossible. The rubber wheels, which were larger than the anti-rockers the frames were made for, would catch on the coping and grip, not allowing me to slide at all. So I made one final switch up to the setup that I am riding now. These are the Wish frames. It's spelt O-Y-S-I, but it's pronounced Wish, and I bought them directly from Wish, the manufacturer. Now, I've heard quite a few people say that these frames were created by skate nerds, and that's absolutely true. These frames were designed to give you the best of both worlds, made to ride flat whilst using 72mm at the front and back and 59s in the center. They're longer than other frames, allowing for a wide H-block in the middle, preventing the small wheels from biting the coping. But as you can see, the center wheels are axled lower than the front and back, meaning that all 4 wheels will touch the ground, giving you the speed of a flat setup, but the grind stability of an anti-rocker setup. At the moment, though, I have 1 wheel from the Proline set, the 57s, because I need longer hardware. The stock sole plates on the boots that I bought have a raised heel, and the hardware that came with the frames doesn't actually fit, but Wish will send you a free set if the hardware they send doesn't fit your boots. This just means that when I can fit the second 59 in the back, all four will touch the ground, and it'll give me a little bit more speed with a little bit more ease. I do have to say that I'm really enjoying these frames. Pumping has gotten a lot easier since I started riding a flat setup, and the massive H block has made learning stalls and grinds as simple as possible. The bearings which I use, which are what allows the wheels to spin freely, are called Swiss Bones Black, and they are great for speed and spin time. And so the final tutorial in the beginner's playlist covers stalls in the half pipe. First he shows us how to do the front side stall. Now I've been doing this quite a bit since the beginning of the series, so I haven't put much time into these, but he does suggest practicing lifting one foot in this stall, which I have to admit is extremely easy, but it feels like such an accomplishment, and it does look quite good.
To feel more safe and become better and better, try to keep up front foot while doing a stall. Bend your knees as much as you can and also try to move your skates to the left or to the right while doing a stall. This will help you to feel safer and safer. And step by step, try to do not place your skates directly down.
Next up was the backside stall. This was a lot scarier to try right away, so what he suggested was practicing the 180 while riding up to the flat top of the ramp, so that you just roll out of the pipe safely. This took me quite a few times to get right, but eventually I got the 180 down smoothly. Once I got the 180 a couple times, I decided to give the stall a go, and after a couple close attempts, I nailed it. Since I got so comfortable with the frontside stalls, I decided to give a frontside grind a few tries. It went quite well. The first couple times it was a bit sticky. I didn't get too much of a slide in, but as I tried more and more, started sliding further and further, and they got quite smooth. Still not great, but getting better and better. Well, the rest of these clips are just me trying to do as much of what I've learned as possible in one run in the pipe. And then as always, my bails and bloopers will be at the end of the episode for you guys. So guys, thanks for coming back. I'm having a lot of fun doing this stuff, and I hope you guys are having fun watching. Don't forget that I'm going to pick a second skill to start learning soon, so message me or comment in one of my videos if you have any suggestions of what skill you think I should take up next. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. The next episode will be an update on everything I've learned so far, and will also include the drawing of the next skill from all the suggestions I've had so far. So if you have made any suggestions, come back for the next episode to find out if yours got picked and to watch me take the next step towards becoming the jack of all trades on Master of None. See you next time, guys. Here's the bloopers and bails I promised you, and if you stick around till the end, there's a little goodbye video for Boo.
Get that? Ouch.